Hi Crypto Peeps, hope you're doing well. Today's date is 20th of July 2022, and as we speak, Bitcoin is up and it's around about $23,817. So a bit of a pump for Bitcoin and the other altcoins this week. Okay, so the first news here we're going to start off with on Finbold. Bitcoin will be part of everyone's portfolio, says former BlackRock executive. The former BlackRock executive and investment advisor Edward Dowd has stressed that despite the recent crypto market turmoil, Bitcoin is here to stay and has the qualities to make it into everyone's portfolio. Dowd reiterated that once Bitcoin matures, it would likely beat gold due to its unique features, such as the ability to transact digitally. According to Dowd, although gold remains a viable investment, Bitcoin stands a better chance as a store of wealth. He stated that Bitcoin's growth journey, characterized by rises and falls, is helping the flagship cryptocurrency's ability to stay longer. He went on to say, Bitcoin is here to stay. It is going to be part of everyone's portfolio. At least with Bitcoin, you can exchange it digitally, and gold is a much tougher sell for me. I'm not against gold, and having some gold is not a bad idea. Then he goes on to say, Bitcoin is in the running to be crypto's Amazon. The investment advisor added that with the maturity of the cryptocurrency sector, Bitcoin is likely to stand out from the rest of the market. He believes that the cryptocurrency market can be compared to the dot-com era, when most companies collapsed whilst the stronger ones survived. He went on to say, I can liken crypto to the dot-com era where 90% of those companies went to zero. 10% of them became Amazon. It's the job of the crypto folks to figure out what is the crypto Amazon, and I think Bitcoin is obviously in the running. For some of these reasons, other coins also, so good luck. Furthermore, Dowd maintained that Bitcoin's growth will be guided by the asset's key attributes that make it better than central banks. In this case, he cited elements like transparency, freedom, and technology. Now, this is just little bites of information. As with all the news, there's more information down below, so just check out the links if these interest you. Moving on next to the Bitcoiners here. Coinbase rumors going insolvent grow. Here's what people are saying. So insolvency rumors regarding Coinbase, the largest US-based crypto exchange going insolvent, are currently circulating in the virtual stratosphere. But are they true? It's not clear yet, but what is clear though is that rumors like these are not good to the overall health of the broader crypto market. 2 new victims have been taken by the crypto collapse, and it is probable that more will follow. Last week, venture capital firm Three Arrow Capital and cryptocurrency broker Voyager Digital both declared bankruptcy within a few days of one another. Goes on to say, is Coinbase the next casualty? Some members of the crypto community believe that the suspension of the affiliate program indicates the company's insolvency. According to a report by Business Insider, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong is terminating its affiliative marketing program in the United States. Insider uncovered 3 different creators' emails that show the exchange will temporarily suspend the program on July 19th based on the emails. Adverse situations in the cryptocurrency market compelled the lending platform to take this action. In 2023, the company may establish the affiliate platform, however, no specific timeline was disclosed. Following the email, some individuals took to Twitter to assert the move was symbolic and indicative of Coinbase liquidity issues. And if you follow the links here, it's got all the relevant tweets there and more information. Again, follow the links if you want to read more on that story, but keep an eye on it and see what happens. The next one here is on Kiplinger, and this is more of an informational thing out there for people, especially the newbies that are getting into cryptos and investments. I'm not going to read all this, but this is an information article, really interesting for you guys, especially if you're based in America. So capital gains tax 101, basic rules investors and others need to know. There's a bit more details there about what capital gains tax is. And it goes on to say, here's the headlines here. What are capital gains? When are capital gains taxed? How to calculate taxable capital gain? Capital gains tax rates. Goes on to more here. Tax loss harvesting and carryover of capital losses. Reporting capital gains tax on your return. State and local taxes on capital gains. And other strategies for managing capital gains tax. And that's more tips. As I said, this is a huge article with lots of information on it. So if you're new to this industry and this investment strategy in cryptos, and just having good things to invest in capitals yourself, have a read of that. It gives you some instruction on what you need to know and what you need to know. On TechCrunch here, crypto exchange Gemini executes a second round of layoffs less than 2 months after axing 10% of staff. There's a good image of the owners of Gemini Capital there, the Winklevoss brothers. Just 7 weeks after crypto exchange Gemini cut approximately 10% of its workforce due to turbulent market conditions, the startup has made a second round of layoffs. TechCrunch has learned, and there may be more on the way. The company had not widely communicated the extent of Monday's layoffs internally, leaving employees to speculate on the exact number of co-workers laid off in this recent downsizing. A source close to the company noted that there was a reduction of 7% or 68 members in Gemini's company-wide Slack channel Monday morning. The same source, who spoke with TechCrunch under the condition of public anonymity, said that the company was laying off staff due to what it described as extreme cost-cutting. Last week, an internal operating plan document was shared around the office and on an anonymous professional network, Blind, on July 14th, but taken down shortly after the source shared. The document highlighted a plan that would take the company to about 800 employees, which was about 15% fewer than 950 employees at the time. There's more details on that one if that one interests you, but as you can see, it looks like everyone out there is worried right now, and they're cutting their costs to try to survive these pretty stringent times. Interesting article here. This is from the Wolf of Wall Street. He's been really down on Bitcoin in the past, but he seems to have changed his mind. So the Wolf of Wall Street says he was wrong about Bitcoin. He says, I really hated crypto. Jordan Belfort, famously known as the Wolf of Wall Street, recently said that he was wrong about Bitcoin going to zero. During a recent interview, Belfort said Bitcoin is a solid long-term play. At that time, I really hated crypto. I stand by everything I said about crypto in 2017, except for one thing. I was wrong about Bitcoin going to zero, he said. He advised crypto investors not to take a 12-month or 24-month horizon on Bitcoin. Instead, one should take a 3, 4, or 5-year horizon. He went on to say, I would be shocked if you didn't make money because the underlying fundamentals, I believe, are very strong, he added. He further said there's a limited supply and inflation does keep going and going and going. At some point in time, there'll be enough maturity with Bitcoin where it starts to trade more like a store of value and less like a growth stock. So have a look at that one if that one interests you. It's interesting to see when people change their mind like this. Next one here is an interesting article. Dubai, over 40,000 virtual jobs to be created as the new metaverse strategy announced. I thought this was really interesting. A new strategy announced on Monday aims to make Dubai amongst the world's top 10 metaverse economies, as well as a global hub for the metaverse community. The Dubai metaverse strategy aims to build on the Emirates' achievement of attracting more than 1,000 companies in the fields of blockchain and metaverse. The metaverse will support 40,000 virtual jobs and add $4 billion to Dubai's economy in the next 5 years. It would also support the UAE government's vision of increasing the number of blockchain companies by 5 times. So have a look at that one if that interests you. Clearly shows to me that they're getting in on the crypto markets, and also that the metaverse, it hasn't gone away. It's still something under development, and it just takes time to get here. But everyone's looking to invest right now. On Gizmodo here, the FBI warns fake crypto apps are stealing millions. More than 200 victims have lost $42 million to apps only built to line scammers' pockets with Bitcoin over the past year. Federal agents have identified 244 victims who lost $42.7 million to fake cryptocurrency apps during the past year. Starting the week on a cheery note, the Bureau warned in its PSA that cyber criminals have been contacting US investors fraudulently claiming to offer legitimate cryptocurrency investment services and convincing investors to download fraudulent mobile apps, which the cyber criminals have used with increasing success over time to defraud the investors of their cryptocurrencies. In most cases, the scams appear to be fairly straightforward. The crooks would convince a victim to download an app that used the same name and logo of an actual crypto company. After that, the hackers would persuade the person to make deposits of crypto into wallets that they said were associated with their new accounts. Afterwards, victims were typically unable to withdraw any money from the wallets, and the criminals maintained control over the deposited funds. In one particular case, cyber criminals posed as employees of the company Yeebit, a cryptocurrency exchange that appears to have gone out of business in 2018. Using a fake app, criminals were able to pilfer approximately $5.5 million from 4 different victims. Again, there's more information on this for you, so be wary out there, people. Be wary. It's still the Wild West. And the last piece of main paper news I have here today, Shiba Inu to shed its meme coin status and will become a main crypto. It says here that Shiba Inu wants to become more than just a meme coin, but that could be a challenge. There's a bit more detail here on the history of Shiba Inu. Back in 2020, Shiba Inu was created to copycat another eminent crypto, Dogecoin. Despite the initial bearings on the platform, it has modified the fundamentals and is now equipped with a DEX, a metaverse platform, and is accelerating speedily towards token burning long-term positioning. After rising to public attention during the 2021 bull market, Shiba's developers have crafted several initiatives to help what started as a simple meme token gain traction to a more legitimate project. It's brought out its own metaverse called the Shiverse or Shiverse Metaverse. Shiverse is the metaverse of the Shiba Inu meme currency, which will be a meeting point for owners of the digital token. With games that could include virtual land and non-fungible tokens, the metaverse is the Shiba Inu ecosystem's own metaverse space, described by developer Eric M as a place where our community, tokens, game, Shiba Swap, and way of more is going to meet together. So it's going to be hosted on Shiba.io, and it will feature 100,595 plots of land, which will be made available to purchase. So if Shiba Inu interests you in any way, or if the metaverse interests you in any way, have a look at that one, as again, the links are down below. And finally, we're going to end on 4 pieces of video and video content that maybe you want to subscribe to and have a look at. The first one here is on Yahoo Finance. Bitcoin and Ethereum lead return as crypto market roars back. So that's a 7-minute segment there. That's definitely worth watching. The next one is one that I always watch and I subscribe to, and I recommend you do too, is Coin Bureau. Crypto news, the ETH rally, Celsius, Bitcoin miners, tech earnings, and more. So that goes on for 24 minutes, and there's lots of news in there, lots of very interesting stuff, and they're very on the ball, very interesting channel. The third one here is very interesting as well. It was on NBC News, and it was a story I watched. It lasted 3 minutes, so not very long. But black Americans are more affected by the crypto crisis than white Americans. So have a look at that. There seems to be some disparities going on. And another one here on the Wall Street Journal. There's just a little bit of a general news on cryptos here for 7 minutes. Crypto downturn spells trouble for Web3 startups. So have a look at that one. And finally here, another one from Coin Bureau. They're putting out some fantastic content. This one's definitely one to watch. The Chinese bank runs, why you need to pay attention to this. So have a look at what's happening in the other parts of the world and see what you think about that and how it may affect you and your investments. So that's it pretty much for this week. I hope you enjoyed these crypto news bites. As with all these, please leave your comments down below. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for helping us run CryptoViewing as this experimental project. Take care. Have a good week out there, and I'll see you next week.